Hello guys and welcome to Reading Rush Day 1. So it's 12 a.m. and I was like, I might as well get started with one of the books. I wasn't sure which one to begin with, but I wanted to not start off with I Am Legend. That's all I knew. So I've decided to start out with We Were Liars. So all I know about this is that it's some sort of mystery and that it has a plot twist. That's it. So once I get information on what's going on, I will let you guys know. Right away I got confused there for a moment. She's talking about how her dad was like just left their family because he couldn't do it anymore or whatever. And then it said that he pulled out a handgun and shot her in the chest. I was like, huh? My first thought was that was actually happening. So he shot Cadence in the chest. But he didn't. Does she have schizophrenia? Okay, it's morning now because I fell asleep. And I'm currently reading We Were Liars still. And I was planning on like doing A Darker Shade of Magic, but this is 200 pages so I can get through it pretty quickly. Anyways, I'm really confused because I looked up what the genre was for this book and it said it was a psychological thriller. So I'm excited about that. And it kind of makes sense with all the stuff that's being said. It just seems like she says stuff that are weird. Like, does she have a mental thing? I don't know. Honestly, I like knowing what I'm getting into with books, but with this type of book, I can't look it up or I'll know everything that happens. So, yeah, it says, every time Gat said those things, so casual and truthful, so oblivious, my veins opened, my wrists split, I bled down my palms. And then it said, he wrapped my wrist in soft gauze and asked me questions about what happened. What? Okay, it says power through the first half because the reveal is good. Because right now I'm not knowing what I'm reading, to be honest. So yeah, that's where I am right now. I can't say if I'm liking it so far because I don't know. So it's like a few pages after that. She's talking about how she can't really remember things that have happened, and she also, her parents are keeping her away from, what's it called? Oh god, Beechwood. They're keeping her away from Beechwood, and obviously my first thought was because she's like messed up a little bit and they don't want her to be there just because she's not normal. But also Gat, he's like disappeared or something like that, if I'm following correctly. Did he die? I don't know why my first thought was like, did she kill him? But would that even make sense? I mean, her parents could be covering that up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'm trying to make connections where they probably aren't existing. This vlog, by the way, is gonna be so weird because I think I'm just gonna come on here and talk about the books when I'm reading them. A lot of people do like aesthetically pleasing vlogs. I don't even know how to do that, honestly. So I like this so far. It's a little bit confusing because it's written weird. I'm not saying bad because I'm not disliking it, but it's just a different writing style than what I usually read. So oh my god, also my computer literally I think has a virus and I'm so stressed. It's not normal. Okay, hold on, I'll show you. Fine, okay. There, did you see that? Did you see that? What is that? What is that? No. That is not supposed to happen. Anyways, that has nothing to do with the book, so I'm gonna keep reading, but I think I'm like 1/4 of the way done. I don't know how to explain the writing style of this book, but what I keep thinking is it sounds like a 25-year-old, 10-year-old, if that makes sense. Like, the writing is very young, like it sounds really young, though she's supposed to be 17, I think. The writing sounds really young, but it also sounds formal or like mature. How does that make sense? And do I like it? I don't know. But there's nothing really to tell you about what's happening yet. She gets her mom to convince her dad to let her go for only 4 weeks. And then she has to go to wherever her dad said. I don't remember where her dad said. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Am I dumb? Gat is not dead or like missing. I think I took something, I don't remember what she said, but I think I took something that she said too seriously and assumed he was missing or something. He's not, he's good. He's all good. It just meant like he wasn't responding to her stuff. I don't know. She's back with them, with the liars, they call them. I'm not sure why they call them the liars. It was kind of random. I have an example. of like how it sounds so young. I also have a mint in my mouth. Sorry. For one of the lines, it says, they kick around looking for lobsters. Probably there are only jellyfish and tiny crabs, but even with those slim pickings, we have snorkeled at the tiny beach always. Probably there are only jellyfish. Ooh, shoot. I have to act like everything's okay until I can find that troll and kill him to death. I'm sorry, what? I don't know why I'm getting suspicious of this guy, Gat. I don't know why. I'm just suspicious of him. I'm trying to find connections because I want to guess the big plot twist before it happens because I'm that person. Now I'm suspicious of him. I feel like maybe she was running from him or something into the ocean. I don't know why she would run into the ocean though. That would be kind of stupid. But honestly, maybe you don't know. Some people are dumb. If he does something or he's the reason that she got injured or had that experience, I called it. This book is just confusing me. It says, he's taking good care of you, Mr. Thatcher, but don't tell your mother, she'll stir up trouble again. If I'm not mistaken, she didn't know this man before, correct? So she just had a memory that resurfaced, and it said, they're talking about ivory, and then the last line says, you can get it, he said, about the ivory. Am I mistaken, or did it say that somebody beat her in the head with a ivory thing? Didn't she have like a dream or like something like that where she got beat on the head with it? I'm confused. Did that happen? Or am I making things up? So, the liars, Cadence caught them all lying about going to the donut shop, like a donut shop, while she was having really bad headaches. And she knows that they're lying to her. It said, but I know Downy Flake only makes cake donuts, no glaze, no Boston cream, no jelly. Why are they lying? I don't know, man. So she's about to jump in the water from a ledge. My first thought is she's either gonna have like a PTSD like freak out situation, or she's like gonna remember everything. Which one do I want it to be? I want her to remember everything, or at least like a few things, because I'm confused. I just want to know some information. Okay, so I just found something out. So she would always list just a list of things that she remembered, and it was like vague things that were just random. But now she learned that they burned down the Claremont. The four of them burned down the Claremont. One of the sentences was, I can see Mirren's hand, her chipped gold nail polish holding a jug of gas for the motorboat. Because they burnt it down. Also, I am almost finished, actually. I'm almost finished, and I still don't know what's going on. Okay, there's this thing that keeps happening where Gat is talking about how Harris, which is the grandfather, is racist, but he doesn't know, like, why. He just doesn't even realize it, but he doesn't realize why he doesn't like these people that are colored, but he doesn't like them. I hate how this goes. I like how Gat is talking about it because I didn't expect that to be in this book, to be honest. It's not super in-depth, obviously, but it is, like, there at least. But then the main character, literally, she has no input on any of it. She agrees in her own, like, mind, you know, but she doesn't say anything. And then, like, just the topic is gone. It is not talked about anymore. It is completely gone without her saying anything. Why even talk about it if you're not gonna have input as the main character? Okay, but it's happened a few times, a lot of times actually. Gat is going on like he's talking about something a lot, and she just like has no input. Okay. Anyways, so we just learned that they killed the dogs in the fire that they set. They didn't mean to, but they did. I literally am so close to the end, and I still don't understand what the big plot twist is. What I do kind of like about the memory loss thing, because it's very, like, used. And I would say, like, overused in thrillers, because it's really used. Usually the ones I read, we actually know what's going on, but then the character loses their memory in the middle of the book, and they're trying to remember things that we already know as the readers. And I don't think that's interesting at all because I already know what's going on. But in this book, obviously I don't know the things she doesn't, so I guess that's more interesting. I'm not loving this book, but I really like the writing style. At first I couldn't decide if I hated it or loved it, but I actually really like it. It's actually cool. Now, I have another mint, sorry. Gat says that there's something else that happened with the fire. Anyways, I have 6 more pages on like the online version, so it's probably like 20 or 30 more.
Miss Eastman was found on the tiny beach, half underwater and curled into a ball. She was unable to answer questions about what happened and appeared to have suffered a head injury. Funerals were held for Gadwick Matthew Patel, Marin Sinclair Southfield, and Jonathan Sinclair Dennis in their hometowns of Cambridge and New York City. Cadence Sinclair Eastman was not well enough to attend. Then they built a new house on the ashes of the old. I'm sorry? They're all dead? Huh?
Hold on a moment. What? You're telling me the 3 characters I read a whole book about, they all dead? I did have a thought during reading that Gat, just Gat specifically, was like an imaginary friend of hers.
Remember move the gas can.
Oh, can? The gas can.
Those were the last words I said to any of them. Bro, they all
Okay, I didn't really care much for the characters, like, any of them. I mean, the book is kind of short, and I just started it today. I don't really have a super emotional, like, attachment to them, but this is still sad, because, I don't know, it just is, because they didn't need to do that. They did not need to burn the house down, and they did, and then they just end up dead. This is, like, sad. Why are you doing this? I thought this was supposed to be a thriller. Like, even though I didn't actually feel like anything for the characters, just the way that the end was written, oh my god. I'm not finished yet, by the way. I have, like, a few pages left. Is this a dream, or are we having, like, some fantasy stuff here? Why am I crying? Oh my gosh, wait, this is actually sad. Okay, so this is fiction, so... But it wouldn't be considered fantasy if it was, like, actually they were here. I'm confused. Like, I'm understanding everything else, but how were they here and everybody else? Who did they think she was talking to this whole book? I'm just confused about that. But anyways, other than that, this is some sad stuff here. Okay, I just finished the book. What? The last thing it says is, my name is Cadence Sinclair Eastman. I suffer migraines. I do not suffer fools. I like a twist of meaning. I endure. The end. I also really like when books end with what they said in the beginning. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about that book because I liked it, but I also didn't. That's her thing. That's the book's thing. It always says, like, we were here, but we weren't. And, like, I wasn't super into, like, the whole first part and middle part of the book. I wasn't really into it. So I'm surprised I finished it today. It usually takes me a long time to finish books that I'm kind of, like, not super into. Hey. The ending was good. I liked it. So since I'm pretty lenient with all of my ratings, I was gonna give it 4.5 stars. But considering I didn't like most of the book, it's not that I didn't like it because I loved the writing style. Glory. I just didn't really like the story as much, but I also liked the storytelling. Oh my gosh. But I will be doing like a whole video on it because like a whole video on all of the books because I'm just confused. I'm going to watch a few review videos about We Were Liars because I want to understand what I just read more before I can fully talk about it. And then I will end up talking about it after this week is finished in a full video. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Anyways, talking about We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. So, we got these people. They're called the Liars. They only see each other every summer, and then I don't even know why they decided to burn down the place. But they did, and they all ended up dying in that fire that they decided to set, except for Cadence. And Cadence doesn't realize that they're dead because she has memory loss, because that's how those books work. Thrillers usually have memory loss involved because I don't know. I read this book in one day and I still don't know what just happened. And I forget a lot of things that happened because a lot of it was jumping, like time jumping. I'm not good with time jumping because I get so lost, and I definitely did get lost there for a little bit. So anyways, that's all I had to say. So basically, I just had like a thing about the writing style, because I did say that I absolutely loved it. I do, and I just wanted to explain that a little bit more. So basically what I felt about the writing style was that it was extremely detailed, like they were picking up everything around them, yet it was like it was still hard to understand, like it was hard to see it clearly, which actually I liked that part. The author used a lot of metaphors, and I was very confused. Like when she said her dad shot her in the chest, I thought he actually did. I was like, oh, okay. There was so many metaphors in that book, and I couldn't tell what was actually happening and what wasn't. Like out of everything, the plot I think was my least favorite thing in the book. Not the greatest thing, but I just figured out which book that it reminded me of a lot. It reminded me of The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, because you didn't know if you can trust the narration, and a lot of the thing, like there was a lot of things that you didn't know if they were real or not, and that was definitely what I got from this book. It reminded me a lot of Mara Dyer. So it's now the reading rush day 2, but I forgot to end the vlog, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one, because I am vlogging again today, but I don't know if that's gonna be continuing, because it's hard, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye.